Ladies and gentlemen, in 2022 we got masterpieces like Hero Ponti 2, Liger and Circus. If you think 2023 movies couldn't match up to that, then you are definitely wrong because we got such masterpieces from the Indian film industry in 2023 that you would simply want to stop watching movies. At first, this was the hardest top 10 list to make because all of these movies were equally as bad as the other ones. But then I realized that because they are equally as bad as the others, it doesn't matter where I put them. And also, in advance, I would like to say sorry for reminding you guys about these movies. I'm very, very sorry. So, getting straight into it, these are the top 10 worst Indian movies that I watched in 2023. At number 10, we've got The Mighty Kabza. After watching KGF, I bet a 5-year-old would make a better movie than what they did with Kabza. It's KGF Lite version 3.0. In fact, calling it a light version of KGF would be disrespecting KGF. The most funniest thing about this movie is that the makers were celebrating and giving such fake large collection numbers. I mean, what were they doing? What were they doing while making this film? I'm confused. At number 9, we've got Simar Ready. This movie is so mass that those who watch this movie should light up their ass. The slow mos were so slow that I slept 15 times in one slow mo scene. 15 times, 15 times. People are flying like they are birds or something. What was I even watching? The action of this movie slaps so hard that you feel it in real life because you slap yourself 20 times for watching this movie even without you realizing it. At number 8 is Ganapathi. I mean, a list of worst movies without Tiger Shroff isn't a list of worst movies, is it? Tiger Shroff has somehow made a career after doing the same acting in all of his movies. By acting, I mean jumping and showing his body. There are two funny things about Ganapathi. One, being the people who watched this film, and two, the shot where they have shown the green screen. I might be too dumb to realize the greatness of that green screen shot, but that was definitely hilarious. At number 7 is Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ka Jaan, which is Salman Khan's own way of providing employment to various actors. That's like the only reason why this movie is even made, because I don't see any other reason why this movie was made. A lot of people are still yet to recover after witnessing this piece of art, so maybe that is another reason why this movie was made. Who knows? A special shout out to Faraj Samji and the acting performances done in this movie, which is one of the main reasons why people are still yet to recover from this film. At number 6 is Thank You for Coming. This movie is so bad that you will start vomiting and cursing yourself for even thinking about watching this movie. Everyone in this movie is horny, except the audience who are too busy contemplating their life choices. This movie is one of the most dumbest movie I have watched, but you know who is more dumber? Me, for watching this movie. At number 5 is Agent. Ladies and gentlemen, I can finally say Tiger Shroff has competition. If you think Ganapath was bad, then you certainly haven't experienced this masterpiece. Those people who say South Indian movies can never be bad should watch this film and they'll know how wrong they are. This movie is a spy thriller movie, but the real suspense and thrill is the audience trying to figure out why they even watched the movie. Let me just tell you, it has taken me months trying to figure out the answer to that question, but I still haven't been able to. That's how awesome the suspense and thrill is in this movie. At number 4 is Tiku vs Siru. This is Nawazuddin Siddiqui's magnum opus. This is Nawazuddin Siddiqui's reason to be an actor. I'm convinced about that after watching this movie. He did such a bad movie just for romance. I bet when he heard the script, he immediately popped out a boner and agreed to do this film. And Kangana Ranaut is the producer of this film, who I am very much sure that she also felt something while agreeing to produce this movie. I'm convinced that Nawazuddin Siddiqui and Kangana are like the only ones except some dumb people like me who actually watched the movie. But the difference between Kangana and Nawazuddin is that they enjoyed the movie, unlike us, the audience, who just laughed at ourselves forever even thinking about watching this movie. At number 3 is Chandramuki 2. This movie is a horror movie because it's that bad. It's horrifyingly bad, not because anything shown in this movie speaks horror. No, this movie is horrifyingly bad. That's why it's horror. Who even demanded the sequel for Chandramuki? Like, who asked? And the confidence the makers had when they released this movie as a pan Indian movie. Where do they bring this confidence? I'm confused. At number 2 is The Lady Killer. I purely put this movie here for its legacy. Honestly, at this point, I'm just sad at myself. According to some rumors, this movie was released when only 80% of the movie was complete, which must very well be true. Nothing really is good about this movie. The movie is just bizarre, very, very bizarre. Let's not even try to talk about the opening 38,000, which like I said, I have purely put this movie here for its legacy. At number 1 is Adipurush. I mean, we all knew who would be number 1, let's all be honest. If I didn't put Adipurush as number 1 in the worst movies list of 2023, then the list would not be completed and this list would not be authentic at all. What do I even say about this masterpiece? We all know that this is the worst movie of 2023. We all know. This is like the biggest insult to Ramayan, and where is all the 700 crore? The VFX of this movie still makes me laugh till this date. I mean, we all know what kind of atrocity Adipurush was, and this movie definitely deserved to be the worst Indian movie of 2023. And well, ladies and gentlemen, at last I would just like to say I can't wait for Badass Ravi Kumar. And well, that's about it. Subscribe.